So I'm wondering if all this hiking the trail is making me better looking. Definitely not. Okay, it's April 2nd, 2 o'clock, and I am here at my destination already because today was kind of a setup day. Only 5 miles after leaving Waynesboro. So, Waynesboro last night and the night before, resupplied, laundry, shower, great food, you name it. 2 nights, 1.5 days in Waynesboro at the Stanumul Hostel. It's run by Adam, and Glenn and Cora assist, and they do a great job. Great job for the hikers. Waynesboro, again, is a very impressive town, quite frankly. So left this morning, got the shuttle up, dropped at the trailhead about 10:30. Not an early start because, again, not doing a lot of mileage today. And quite frankly, was feeling really good. So this video is a good news, bad news video. So feeling really good, and got out of the car. The guy hiking with me here also had one of those luggage scales. Put the luggage scale on the pack that I have carrying full out, water, fully loaded with 6 days worth of food. And as you may recall, when I started up around Harper's Ferry, Keys Gap, my pack weighed 38 pounds when I started, which is a lot of weight. So I weighed it this morning, right there before getting on the trail. It weighed 32. So the changes I made in the gear, sending home the air mattress and getting just a foam mattress from Walmart, sending home some of my heavier clothes, a couple of maps that I now don't need anymore, paper maps, and quite frankly, getting some lighter food really has made a nice difference. So 32 pounds is a great weight. So started out, I'm feeling good. It's kind of a nice day. And just to show you how things can change, and many more eloquent people have said it better than I, you do not conquer the AT, you coexist with the AT. And hopefully most of that coexistence is peaceful. So about 2.5, 3 miles here, I stumble. My right toe catches a rock. My left leg has to compensate, and I pull the dickens out of my calf muscle. I mean, one of those you got to stop and take ibuprofen right away. So that's what I did, and then I discovered that one of my 2 water bottles is missing. So I pulled a calf muscle, I'm down a water bottle, and it's like, holy cow, what's going on? So I backtracked down the trail hoping to find my water bottle. Didn't find it. So, not a showstopper. I've got some extra squeeze filters now because of the resupply. I went to the outfitter and I had to replace the one that was leaking, and I got 3 of these now. So I can carry plenty of water. It's just a bit more inconvenient to only have one water bottle to have to work from, but we'll work around that. The bigger concern will be the calf muscle because it's a setup day today. The next 5 days are basically 15 miles each to get to Glasgow, Virginia, which is the next resupply point. So today was kind of it's an easy day, but after today it picks up with 15-mile days, and in 2 days I go to a place called the Priest, and you've got a 3,000-foot elevation gain in a couple of miles at the end of the day. That's going to be a real bear. So, no worries here, I guess. This is going to be a nice day. We'll get a good night's sleep. We'll do the ibuprofen. We'll see how everything works out. I got a ton of food here, more than I should, but one of the things you learn about when you leave the town is you carry out food. And one of the things that will never change about me is where I go for my favorite lunch spot and that will always continue to be Subway restaurant. So today for lunch, the second half of a Subway lunch from yesterday, which I thoroughly will enjoy. And again, April 2nd, good news, bad news, but overall things could be a lot worse. So that's it. See you, folks. Hey, good morning. It's April 3rd. Just leaving the shelter. It's 10 o'clock, much later than I wanted to start. But that is the shelter. It's one of the nicest on the trail. It's got the picnic table that's covered, which is, well, that's an upgrade, quite frankly. And I slept down here last night in the tent and it was plenty warm. I've got a new ensemble. I hope you like Gray on Gray. It's from that famous fashion designer out of Arkansas called Walmart. So I exchanged a heavier pair of tights for a pair of shorts, and then a heavier shirt for this t-shirt. So I think this will be much better served. The trail goes across what is called a good flow stream, so this is what I listened to last night. But today what we're doing is 15 miles going up the Humpback Mountain, which is near the Wintergreen Ski Resort. For those that live in Virginia and familiar with Wintergreen, we're going to skirt around the Wintergreen complex. So the morning's going to be a bear. Got 2 significant climbs. After that, it doesn't get bad. But there you go. This is a stream that slept to last night. And as I say, it's got the good flow. So here we go, folks. 15 miles. Should be a nice day. Knock on wood. Alright, we are close to Humpback Cliffs. 3,300 feet. So far I've got another 300 feet to go before I get to the top of Humpback Mountain. That's Waynesboro down there. I'll tell you one thing, if this was a prize fight, they would have called it by now. So we'll probably divide this up and do 2 shoots. That's Wintergreen Ski Resort, Virginia, right there. Many of you folks from Virginia will recognize that. You can see on the rocks, you see here's the white blaze. Literally, the AT's going along the edge of these cliffs. And with the wind, you got to be careful. So this is what I've climbed for the last hour and a half. Hanging rock over cliffs. Elevation of 3,500 feet. It's a pretty day out here today. Well, good morning. It's April 5th. I camped next to the Tye River last night. That's what you hear over there. Give you a shot of that. Let's see if you can see any of that. Camped here last night. So yesterday it was only 9 miles, but it was the toughest 9 miles by mile I've done yet. Today's not going to be any easier. Going up 4,000 feet. We'll see how my legs feel after that, and then we'll figure out how much further, if any, we're going to go after we do that. But as you can see, just like the manual describes, 10 feet and at least 6 feet. And a nice orange cord so nobody runs into it, like me. All right, I'm going to pack up, Have a cold breakfast, Pop-Tarts. I'll save any hot food for later. Note to self, do not buy the Dollar General private label Pop-Tarts anymore. Spend the extra money, get the real thing. It's worth it. That's not me juggling, that's the bridge. Suspension bridge across the Tye River. I can't even turn around my pack because this thing's so narrow. So I spent the night just right there in those trees. It's about 8:30 in the morning. All right, it's noontime, April 5th. Don't get excited. We are not at the top of the Priest. However, this is an outcropping on the way up. I'm at 3,000 feet elevation. And in the next mile and a quarter, I have to go up 1,000 feet. 4,000 feet is the top of the Priest. So the biggest climb is yet to come. But weather-wise, it's cooler. Got some cloud cover, which is great, and we got a little breeze. So it could be a heck of a lot worse. But as you can see, we're up here a bit. Well, folks, it's official. The Priest has finally run out of mountain for me to climb. 4,000 feet. And this is the view you get at 4,000 feet. Boy, that's a lot of ground out there. It was not quite the climb I thought it was going to be in terms of difficulty. I hate to say that. But it was a lot of dirt, not rocks. The dirt makes it easier to climb. And of course I had my secret weapon on. I actually used my headphones for the last hour and a half. April 6th, 3:45 in the afternoon. Coal Mountain Bald. Not quite a 180, but close. That's the trail going up there. Look at that.